I would say the pressures that we face in today's society there's a lot. One, we're coming out of the mindset of we can't have emotions, right? So we're just starting to understand what emotions are and that's okay to feel them and learn how to navigate them. As we're doing that, most of us probably have some form of family, right? We either have kids and we're married or we have kids or we're not married. Then there's the dynamic there trying to work on those relationships, depending on what the dynamic is. If you're with the mother of your children or you're not with the mother of your children, there's a whole lot of different dynamics there. Although the income, as far as income inequality between men and women, it has all but vanished, especially because women are in higher positions, whatever. But we're still trying to become the provider, right? We're still trying to make enough money or whatnot. And before, actually, I want to say 5, 10 years ago, making six figures is a big deal. Nowadays, making six figures is like the bare minimum just to survive, right? So, and granted, obviously depends on where you live, but you have that
True.
mindset as well because things are still getting more expensive. So you have all these pressures, and on top of that, you still are trying to fulfill your life's goal. Modern man's experiencing those pressures that they're experiencing to the point where there's a lot of women who are truly more like the ones that are level-headed. They'll say, "There's no way I would ever want to be a man." Like y'all got that. And mind you, these are women who've had kids and been stretched all the way out and go through all the stuff women go through. And they still look at men, and when they finally understand what the pressures that a man's under, we didn't even talk about leadership, protection. We didn't even talk about that. They're like, yeah, no, you got that. You guys got that. We don't want that. So I would say if that's any indication of the pressures that we're under.
I look at it this way. If you were given a second chance, basically look at life as you being on borrowed time. If you was on borrowed time with your family, your kids, you have a new level of respect of what you got to do, provide, protect, and everything else. But you can provide, protect in different ways as a man. Also, it doesn't have to be monetary, right? Because say my wife is just losing her mind, right? I can provide stability, right? But at the same time, she might be the breadwinner right now, but she knows she's like, I know it's just temporary because of the phase in life where you're now. If you understand these things that you can do better with your family and you're on borrowed time and you're grateful for everything, what's important, right? Because you gotta understand career ambition and present parenting can be done. I'm doing it right now. But at one point in my life, depending on which phase in your life, how much you want to do the grind, which one will you pick and which is more important to you? What are you finding in your realm? How does the debunking myth of the super dad prevail nowadays?
Well, I
You give
mean,
a definition of it.
the super dad it's just quite simple. It's the guy who is able to show up and get everything done and do everything for everybody else, right? The idea that he never fails, he doesn't break, he doesn't have any weaknesses, he's invincible, and he never shows any sign of weakness in front of his family. That's the super dad myth, and that's something that we all strive for. And it hurts when you fall short, even if it's something that it's okay, you're human, but we're like, yeah, no, but we're not though.
I
Honestly,
was just about to say,
yeah. I'll be honest. Like this morning, like I was behind this morning. I'll be honest. A big reason that's why I was behind this morning, Gordon, was because for something that happened to my shoulder yesterday, right? And it started to hurt, and it hurt bad. But what hurt even worse, in time and time again, when it happens, is when it hurts in front of my kids, right? So while I'm a therapist and I'm into all this and all stuff like that, I'm not immune to how we've all been programmed. I don't like looking weak in front of my kids. I don't like looking like I can break in front of my children. I don't. Is that fair? No. Is it reasonable? No. But that's what we as men experience. We do never want to experience or show weakness in front of our children and from our women. That's why we won't open up to our women about certain things. Unfortunately, there's some women that perpetuate that as well. They're like, don't show me any weakness because that's not manly to me and that turns me off. And so I would say, while it's a myth, like we're human, we're weak, we have emotions, it's okay to break, it's okay to cry, it's okay to be injured and things like that.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to watch the full episode on the channel. Please leave a comment on either of the videos if something you would like us to cover.